Hello, I am Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 is India. So before we start playing, I would like to answer some comment because my comments showing up saying that this game could potentially be too easy because of the patch that I'm using. This is a patch where the AI are like really pacifist. And well, while it might be a problem, I don't think it's gonna be a problem this time. I actually think that this time it's gonna make the game more difficult. Because when you think about it, when you have a map full of warmongers and you are the only one going for a non-domination victory and you know how to defend yourself, which really is not that difficult even against AIs that are much stronger. All you have to do is to just focus on yourself, let them fight each other. Because of the constant fighting, they slow each other down, and you can do basically whatever you want on the map. It actually make aggressive AIs make non-domination victories easier most of the time. In this case, when we have the aggressiveness of the AIs lowered in this patch, and we'll end up with like 7 other pacifists on the map that will rarely fight. That means all the civs will just focus on their own development, and it's gonna be like a pacifist race who is like the best pacifist, who can develop fastest, and this could actually make the game much more difficult because the AIs will be able to use the bonuses they get for their development rather than like investing everything into units that they keep losing in senseless wars. So I actually think this patch could make the non-domination victory more difficult, not the other way around. I could be wrong, but I actually don't think that I am in this case. So that's one thing. And, well, I think that we can start playing. There was also one recommendation that maybe starting a city here instead of here would be a good idea, losing one idol in exchange for fish and stone. Yeah, and I agree with that. It actually is a good suggestion that a city here will be a little bit better. Are we actually losing anything except the 8? Even in the first ring, it's actually no difference. We will have to just buy probably the wheat for some extra food right from the start. But other than that, yeah, it is a better tile. Okay, so we'll do that. Now, what do we want to do? We want to get the Hanging Gardens today, if possible. It's not guaranteed, but I'll do my best to get there. Other than that, let me check Delhi. We want workers in 4 turns. We get construction. Do we want anything from construction? Not really. Mausoleum would be huge in the city that we are playing here, but of course that's not gonna happen because that city will be delayed a bit. I just can't afford to lose too much population in Delhi. Well, I'll just end the turn. How much money do we have? 100. Good. You can stay where you are. Step up and keep going. Next, what are we gonna do with the worker, by the way? Send it to Mumbai. This is a bad idea. Yeah, it was a bad idea. Even the game is suggesting that tile. Wow, I can't believe that. The game is actually not or the game suggestion is actually better than my idea. I don't know why I was so like focused that I want the city here. I wasn't even thinking about this tile. I could go for a kill here, but it's probably not what I want to do. I could probably kill this guy. Okay. Everything. In 5 turns, we'll get a religion. I'm actually be still first to get religion. Next, how are we doing with the growth? 1 turn away. I may actually switch to another settler when we get to 7 population again. And look, you managed to get the tile that we were considering as a purchase. Wow. So we saved 100 gold right there. Move. 45. So the next city, what is it gonna slow down? Mathematics a little bit, the next social policy a little bit, but we can speed that up when we log the specialist. I could either buy the wheat or I could just buy the monument. I could also buy the gems, which is what I'm gonna do. Log that. Now build the monument. This is basically the same thing as paying for the monument here, because we were on 49 turns. So by paying for it, we would go down to 24 or 25. In this case, by buying a tile, we invested the same amount for the same reduction, and we are now closer to the atoll, which is going to give us the growth that we need eventually. So this was the better call. You will stay here as a garrison. And what do we need now? We need to grow. So let's just... How are we doing with the social policy? Hey Persia, do you have anything you might be interested in? How much do you want for olives? Too much. We could trade it 1-to-1. Would you give me 1 gold per turn on top of that? Just curious. No. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. How many tags does he have? 11. 13 for America. Are we really gonna have a runaway America in this game? That'll be first time for me. It's 22 turns. I need to see how long it's gonna take. Oh, I knew that. There was something about olives. I thought that one city maybe wanted them, but it was Mogadishu asking us to connect olives. So that's a pretty nice reward. And we also got extra food now. That's gonna help. Let's get another worker. This is gonna be a tough call about the settler though. Because we want to secure this location. It's gonna be a great city. I'm not sure even if I want to secure this, but I probably do because I don't want some random civ settling here. Okay, so how are we doing here? It seems that America is on the same... I won't even call this continent. It really looks like a large island. Or if it's a continent, it's a really weird shape. Yeah, 8 turns to grow. Kind of wanted to lock the court chapel and see how much time it's gonna save us. He's still growing 10 turns. That's actually pretty decent. And that means we'll get the tag and the social policy at the same time. Yep, that's what we want. And let me check the cost. 246, 249. So someone is sailing, which is fine. That's perfect. That's a completely wrong side. 49, 49, 49, and 44 here. So 2 people seem to have iron working. Oh, and by the way, another thing about the Great Wall on this map. I think you guys are right that Great Wall, where we are, actually is not necessary. It's gonna be very difficult attacking our cities. At least it's gonna be very difficult for a long time until like proper ships get into the game. And with proper ships, probably cruisers at least. So we could focus on philosophy instead. It's gonna delay the Harappan Reservoir, which is like a super strong building, especially with the city locations that we have for our capital, most importantly. But getting an oracle would be huge. I didn't even think about that. I didn't expect that that's gonna be an option. Okay, next. So I need to find out. Oh, hey. What do you have? A little bit of everything. Quite a few horses already. P.3. Now this is fine. There is a desert here, so if America wants to attack, it's gonna be quite difficult. The problem is that the city is just on the plains, so no defensive bonuses. And there is quite a lot of room around the city. But they have to go through a desert. That's gonna slow them down, so hopefully if we have enough units around here, we'll be able to handle it. I'll just to make sure I have enough range units. Yeah, we still want that city. So it depends how close they are. But honestly, I think I'm gonna switch. Persia has monopoly on salt, good for them. It's a pretty damn good one, and that is our profit. Oh, hey! This guy could make it more interesting for everyone. How is he doing? Not that well. How many people do we know about? 2, 4, 6. We need one more. Now, the religion. That's gonna be interesting. And as usual, most of you probably won't agree with my choices. I don't know what choice it's gonna be yet, but usually most people don't agree with my choices when it comes to religion. So yeah. This time, we want to spread our religion to as many cities as possible. Not just our cities. Which means we probably are looking for beliefs that give us yields for followers in foreign cities. It's gonna be weak early, but as our religion starts spreading, hopefully it will start spreading, we seem to be pretty far away from all the other civs. But eventually, we should be able to spread our religion. All of the bonuses will kick in. So what do we get here? Fate, Golden Age points from Holy Sites, Reformation, unlocks Reformation, believe, yeah. When you increase the number of followers in a city by spreading religion. Okay, don't care about that one. When a great person is expanded, gain faith and culture for every city following your religion. Too many conditions. The religion has to be spread as much as possible, and on top of that, we have to be expanding, a lot of great people to get the yields. Nope, don't want that one. When a city adopts your religion for the first time, get science and production in Holy City. Yeah, that is nice, but not when the scaling has been nerfed so much that it's just horrible at this point. Holy City produces 20% of its yields during Golden Age. Receive Fate and Golden Age points when you conquer it. Okay, never mind. When you unlock a policy. We could maybe go with Holy Law. Well, the king, they boost the city. So far, I don't see anything like that would really give me what I want from the religion. Receive tourism and culture. When you spread your religion to foreign cities. Oh, now we are talking. Scaling with the number of followers of other religions. What? I don't quite understand how this is supposed to work. Receive whatever, when you spread your religion to foreign cities. That's easy. Scaling with the number of followers of other religion. So the more followers of other religion there are when we spread the religion there, does it mean when we get the first follower there? Or when we get the majority, and it's how many are left at that point? Since we're gonna be spreading our religion eventually with great profits, this wouldn't give us anything. It's gonna be the number of followers of the other religions. Oh wait, it's not just in the city, it's like overall. Enter new era, whole city gains 20 of every yield for each city following your religion. Scaling with era, it's limited to 20 cities. Nah, I don't want Wave Transcendence. I may try the Whale the Pilgrim, even though I'm not sure how it works exactly. And what do we get from the National Wonder? Fate, Culture, 4 artifact and arts or art slots, tourism from holy sites. Yeah, sure. At least we're gonna figure out how it works exactly. The other one. I really should get religious buildings as India. The question is, which one? Because what I want to take is probably inspiration. Oh, inspiration has been nerfed so hard that we can get what? 6 culture per city. That's nothing. And it takes forever to kick in. Some extra faith. It's too early for stupas. I may take stupas as the second belief. This is not game for others. Could go for mosques. I mean, science is always good. Or we could go mandirs, just go all in on the growth. No, I think I'll go churches. I want culture. And then we'll see probably mosques as the second one. There's also synagogues for the production. But I like the 40% extra religious pressure with churches. Okay, let's go for it. Thinking about just going for an Inquisitor, or Inquisitor, another prophet right away. Or we just get the church, and then we get the second prophet. Okay, next. Okay, so I just found America. There's another city-state. Let's move. I want to meet them. What are you? Mercantile. Next. I really would like to know, how many neighbors does America have? So there's Portugal. Portugal's in really bad shape. I hope there's Shaka somewhere around America. Although he's also in bad shape. He has 10 tags, so he's probably gonna be relevant. How can she be so far behind with tradition? These two are a problem. Okay, well. How much money do we have? A lot. I think I want the food. Next. Mausoleum's gone. Another big surprise there. Mogadishu seeks artist. Yeah, we will get an artist eventually. How long is it gonna take? Artist, 83. Next. Come on, next. Okay, I'll just sit here. We'll make sure that there is a settler heading in this direction. We'll just take him out. Next. Are we getting any pressure? No, not yet. Eventually the pressure is gonna be insane, but we just have to grow. So what was the city location? This one? Or this one? No. You're gonna be losing the atoll, but I want these two tiles. Go. I think if I should buy another worker, I think it's better to pay for this monument, save another 100 gold for another monument, and just train 2 more workers. Now we have to make sure that we are really growing. 9 turns, we get the social policy. If I unlock this, it will be 11. Okay, fine. So still lined up perfectly. And we actually won't settle the city unless we are forced to do it. Until we get both the social policy and the tag. So there's the monument. Next we want, well, I think it's gonna be well in here. Next. I wonder, why is the tag delayed now by a turn? Sure, we can work together. And then we'll see. Next. Yep, I agree, but I'm not gonna do anything about it. So it seems that... Hey, Boston. It seems that... Brazil is America's neighbor on the other side, somewhere here, I guess. How many cities does America have? 3. At least he's not expanding that fast. What is the next social policy? Hello? Science. Huh. Next. We have a request for Brazil wood. And the game crashed, so yep, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm back again. Hopefully this was just one-time thing and we won't have some serious problems with the game stability. What were we doing? I think we'll have to replay like one turn, but since nothing is happening at this point, it doesn't really matter. We just got this tile. And that's it. Okay, fine. Next. Brazil wood. This is where the problem occurred because I accidentally clicked on my own portrait instead of Brazil. Do you have... No, you only have 1 copy and it's pretty expensive. Never mind. How are we doing with mine here? 2 more turns. Now, we are 4 turns away from the next social policy. The question is, can we speed that up? 3 turns. Because the... no, that's not what I wanted. The next social policy is ceremony, which gives culture. So if you get the social boss earlier, that could in turn then save a turn on mathematics, and we have to start working on the Hanging Gardens as soon as possible. I also hope that Brazil will buy the gems from us, because if we want to get the Hanging Gardens, I think we may have to pay for it. Next. Better entered classical era. I'll have to check how many, if anybody has mathematics, or how many people have mathematics. How many people entered classical era? Not her. Oh, Shaka is in classical era. Wow, that's surprising. Classical, ancient, classical, and classical. So most people are already in classical era. 244. No one has writing yet. Holy crap, it's gonna be a very late Great Library. 246, 249, 242. So most people went iron working, surprisingly. Well, if America is like in the center of the continent with civs around, and he is starting to snowball, I understand that others want to boost their military. The question is who has mathematics and who's working, if anybody is working on the Hanging Gardens. I'm pretty sure that someone is working on it. And there is no way to find out. Okay, I'm really curious. 256. Let's see. Would you pay 280? 285. 283. 282. Propose. So where do we want to have the city? Here, right? Wait. And is this desert wheat or... Oh, that's a desert wheat. I thought it was just a normal wheat. What's the yield? Yeah, it's the horrible one food tile. I was really convinced that this is a plains, not the desert. It's gonna slow down the growth a bit. Well, next. Come on, pop it. We don't want the settler to get closer to my location. We don't want to be forced to start the city earlier. Now, you will go... We need some food around the city. Let's see. We're gonna get down to one turn. Yep, good. Wait, so we need to wait one more turn because starting a city could delay the tech by one turn. Now we just want to grow. Next. Just expect to pop up that Hanging Gardens were finished any turn now. One, two, three, four. Okay, so we're gonna need this tile for the monopoly. Actually, it might be a monopoly with just this tile, but I don't think so. So what do you want to do? Trade, writing, philosophy. Bronze working. I will have to get bronze working after philosophy. Maybe forced to get bronze working even earlier if America decides to test our defenses. Excuse me. And then we want to go education. Or do we? Definitive writing. Okay, let's just leave it like this. We may want to go engineering after philosophy to get our unique building. Not 100% sure there. So you'll start working on hang gardens. We can afford to buy it. So this is gonna save us 4 turns. Still not enough. We get the new citizen in 4. That one is gonna work the guardhouse. So how much time can we save once again? Now we are on 17. This is gonna get us down to 16, so that's 1 turn by assigning the engineer. Might as well wait for the next population. We can get it down to 12 turns. So basically, we can save 5 turns. That's gonna be really close. I need to pay for the monument here? Would it be better to get something else? This is for improved stone, so we can't even get it yet. Now we want the border to start growing. We want to grab that oasis as soon as possible. I could just buy the oasis and not invest into buildings. That's another option. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Get the monument still. So this should grow quite fast to like size 5, 6-ish. Okay, let me quickly just check everything on the map. If we can just keep hitting end turn and speed things up. There's nothing here that we have to pay attention to for a while. It's just the growth. Okay, next. Accept embassy. Oh, so he has writing. Okay. Petra is gone. Who built Petra? Please tell me it's Washington. No. Pyramids that uses... Who built... Who the hell? Oh, it had to be him. No? Am I blind? Wasn't the one save that we... No, it was... Wow. Hey. Didn't expect Polynesia to be a one this spammer. Next. Do you hear my cat in the background? This is what Nella is doing when she's bored. Oh, hey, what the hell do you want here? So, let's check viable city locations. There is nothing here. The closest viable city location is this one. Then 1, 2, 3. This is actually a viable city location. Wouldn't be surprised if he was heading for this one. In that case, I can't afford to pay for the horses. How much are the horses? Oh, too much. If I pay 130... Nope, can't afford to do that. Is there anything I can sell?
Olá,
Embassy.
por favor, prossiga.
Okay, that could work. So he can't settle this turn. Let's just keep an eye on what's he gonna do. He can also settle here. That would be quite annoying. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna end up settling here. Okay, now we are at 12 turns and we can get the church. Oh, forgot to switch to auto purchase. Well, let's buy it now. Where is our worker? Here. Now we are 11 turns. If I pay for it now, we'll go down to 7. Let's wait a turn. Whoa, what the hell are you doing? America, don't you dare. Is he really going here? Can he do that? Yeah, he can. If I just buy a tile here, he's gonna embark and it's not gonna change anything. I have a feeling we're gonna start the war. Can this archer make it there in time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ugh. 1, 2. He's gonna be there in like 3 turns. Okay, so there's no point in trying. Or I could just move here and try to kill him when he embarks. If I could catch him on this tile and have 2 archers in range, that would be great. Next. I could just snipe the settler when he doesn't have any cover. Next.
Deveremos prosperar através do comércio?
Okay, so he did embark. How much is an archer? 100 and... Oh, we now have composite bows. How much is the upgrade to a composite bow? So it's like 50 gold, right? Whatever, let's do that. I want to see how much money I'm working with.
Olá. Continue.
Next. Granary, after Granary we want Council Shrine. We want Herbalist for the science. Sure. Next.
A horse. A horse.
So what do you think, guys? The closest viable city location is here. Now I might be making a horrible mistake here. Didn't you want me... Oh, come on. Okay, so we know a bug. Don't click on your own portrait. Okay, so once again I had to rely on autosave. We'll have to replay one turn, but that's fine. And I wanted to check if we can get some money from Brazil for declaring on America. I again just accidentally clicked on our own icon.
Olá.
So if I declared war
Estou ouvindo.
on Washington, you wouldn't give me anything. What about... I can't ask him. Shall we declare war against Washington? Dude!
Por favor, prossiga. Good day.
Not sure if I can really catch him, but I'll do my best. Wait. Next. So what's it gonna be? Please jump back. No. It's actually pretty smart. Next. Well, didn't expect that. And we got the Hanging Gardens. So at least something worked. Now, what's next? I don't think I would even try Roman Forum. We want to get the next engineer, that's for sure. We have so much food now that we can easily work all the specialists. Get market, get... No, get worker, then get market. Or even market, caravan, and then market. And some composite bows. The priority on composite bows might actually increase quite a bit. Next. Okay, if he decides to settle here, then it's fine. I just don't want to have his city on our side. Next. Great Library gone. So Great Library... That is probably... Yeah, that's Pedro. So it's 14 tax now. He almost managed to catch up. It seems that because there is no one here, there's probably the first time someone landed on this side of the map. It seems that what he found there surprised him a little bit. Nice, so he managed to kill that swordsman. We'll see what the settler is gonna do. I would be surprised if the settler just eventually ends up dying somewhere here to barbarians. Or he could maybe even land the settler here, and then I would be able to catch him. That would be, of course, the best option. Next. You want gems. Yeah, and I have extra copy. How much do you want for gold? Way too much. I'll probably try to trade it for another luxury. Let's go one more turn. And he embarked again. Is it really just another strip of land? I'll switch to the farm when it's finished. Does it look like with our religion, by the way? Oh, it already spread. Hey, can we buy a church? Nope, not yet. Okay, I think it's time to make a cut here. So I'll have to now figure out the plan for the next episode. It's not just about getting the philosophy and started working on Oracle. We also have to plan things like, when do we start building roads? How are we gonna build the roads? Because the roads here are gonna be horrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 tile road just to connect the city that's 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles away. 2, 3, 4, 5 here, maybe even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This might be better. Go through as much rough terrain as possible. And then, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are going to be some expansive roads, but we need even this one. May even go through the city-state territory in the end. Well, we do need this one because we will be sending land units this way quite often. Or if we get... You just get fishing, the ability to embark. It's still gonna be faster to just send the units across the sea. Maybe I'll just pass on this road and rely on harbors eventually. Well, we'll see. For today we are done, so it was a bit rough with all the crashes. But I'll just have to remember, don't click on our own icon. And look at that, somehow we are actually second on the ladder with one save somewhere on the map that we don't know about yet. But we are doing actually quite well. It's all the wonders though. We have, how many? 3 wonders. So it's a lot of extra score, plus religion. Religion also adds a lot of score. Fine, so yeah, as I said, we are done for today. I hope that you like this episode. I hope that you're gonna join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.